My great people of Biafra, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location or anytime you are joining this program. Like we always do before I start the program, I always like us to listen to the prayer of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then I will introduce the topic. This is an interaction section where everybody have opportunity to call in to contribute. But before then, let's listen to this wonderful prayer of our leader.
Let's proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who said it in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today but from of old. Our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you, to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses? to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the BPOs, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you.
He said, my great people of Biafra, if you look at my face now, I am not happy. I am not happy. Before I introduce the topic and tell you people what is happening in Biafra land this morning, let me welcome my one and only beloved brother, Chuk Survivor. You are welcome to the program. And I welcome everybody in the comment section. I cannot start mentioning your name. I appreciate your presence. Please, this is an interaction section. I want to receive call from people in Anambra State because there is something that happened around 10 p.m. in Ozoboro. So I would like people from that side to call us to tell us what is happening. And also, if you want to contribute, please, you can come in. So before we continue, let me introduce the topic. I will tell you what happened. I'm going to play a video of what really happened in Ozoboro this morning. The first topic we are going to be discussing is the federal government. They have filed a 7 ground of appeal against the court of appeal judgment which discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And again, this matter is going to be heard on Monday. So by the special grace of God, any outcome on Monday, I'm going to bring it to you people right now. So another thing is that Biafran land have been surrounded by Fulanis. When you are talking, people will not listen. They are busy there shouting Obi, 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 Obi. Let me play this video for you first before I proceed to this program. This is exactly what happens in Anambra State last night around 10 p.m. I'm going to play it for you to hear.
voice. Side in Kirfi. I want to be about the moto. Moto na gaga. Be about the Sia and two. If I didn't outside in Kirfi. Who's on motor in here for the guitar? Motor about by 10. Yeah. 10 o'clock. Abaring, yeah. Over there. 10 o'clock, Abaring, yeah. Abia, Napa. What is it? Motor in the mother. I'm a Hondo. They have motor in here for the secretary. Motor about is here, about is here. Abaring, yeah. I'm a Hondo about the other. I'm under about the other. Also, voice. Also, you got to go. Aside in Kefi, you got also for voice. You know, room Kefi, ever have it over one motor in the airport. Motor in from the video kita. Yeah, we are motor in from the video kita. We found Barama. We found quality. And a Honda ego. And a how ego. No, just to pass into a way. Some one is a why is a motor. Motor in on for Seretua. Motor in on for Seba, motor one. Also, many a home for motor on for homeless. So, we found Barama.
Paul said we can't see anything. The fault is not from me. The fault is from the person who recorded this. Some people don't know how to record a video. If I were to record something like this, I will keep my phone horizontal like this so that I can capture everything. But the person kept it this way, so it's not my fault. At least if you can't see anything, you heard the voice of the recorder. He said that some men came in Ozoboro boys. Ozoboro is in Ekusigo local government area of Anambra State. Around 10 p.m. they came there and they shot these vehicles that you see here and set them ablaze. They didn't collect money from the people. They didn't demand anything. They just came there to set ablaze these cars. These are people's properties. So this is what is happening in Biafra land, and the military, they have increased their abduction of Biafra. But before we go deep into this, my brother Chuk Survivor, I would like you to talk more about the federal government 7 grand of appeal against the courts of appeal. What do you think? What do you expect they want to achieve, or they are going to achieve by doing this? Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. Fellow Biafrans, those who are watching, any place you are watching from, I appreciate you. Our Biafran brothers and sisters who are watching, if you are watching from Biafra land, I appreciate you. You are watching from Europe, from America, from Australia, whichever part of the world you are watching from, I say, may Chukwu Kabiam continue to guide you and protect you. As we have come today, once again, as we always do, to continue to preach the message, continue to speak on the situation in the Zoological Republic and what is happening, to make sure that everything is going hand in hand, to make sure that people get update on what is going on, to make sure that we are not taken by surprise. We have come back once again to set the record straight. And I appreciate everybody who has spent their time to join us every Saturday to speak on these issues. I say, may Chukwu carry and guide and protect you. As you join us, please, it's an interaction section. Just as my sister said, you are free to call in. The number is there. If you want to appear visual, you can click the link and you appear here and discuss with us. You must not agree with everything we are saying. You can have your own opinion. You are free to express yourself. If you have a different opinion for what we are saying here, you can come in and air your voice. It's not compulsory that you must agree with us for you to come in. No. We even want people, those one Nigerians who don't agree with us, those one Nigerians or those group who doesn't agree with what we are preaching, you are free to come in here and make your argument. When you come in, you can set your record straight. The whole world will see you, how smart you are, or you might end up disgracing yourself. But for us here, we don't push away people, neither do we talk down on people. So after that being said, I now have to go into the topic that my sister is talking about the appeal, the appeal the federal government have taken to the Supreme Court or whatever. It is laughable. It's laughable, but in a government of clowns, in a government where you have illiterate running the affairs, in a government where you have cowrearers running the affairs of the country, what do you expect? There is nothing that will happen that will be surprise to us, because we know the people we are dealing with. We know that these people we are dealing with are people who don't respect the rule of law. If they are going to Supreme Court, is just a delay tactic, it's a waste of time. They want to do everything possible to see that they continue to delay Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from coming out. It's just a delay. Because the pronouncement of the case in an appeal court have declared Mazen Nnamdi Kanu innocent of all charges. Even a layman should know that. They first of all started with the government with the argument of discharge and acquitted. They choose discharge and they refuse acquitted. They used that one to confuse the fact. That debate was there for a few days, and now they landed themselves into their Supreme Court. Well, all we have to see is to begin to watch them this drama. Why we focus on restoring Biafra? Why we focus on going into Biafra in 2023? We can't allow them to distract us. They want us to pay attention to their madness, but we can't pay attention to that. We can't pay attention to their madness. It is very, very clear to even a blind person that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is innocent of all charges. And a court in the zoo have declared Mazen Nnamdi Kanu innocent. When you say somebody is discharged, you don't discharge somebody who has a case. Forget about all those terminologies they are using to beautify their English language. The language of the court is one. When you say you are discharged, it means you don't have any case. When you say discharge, it means let him go. It means you are free. So when you begin to bring the language of discharge and acquitted to beautify yourself or to make your argument, you end up wasting your time in the court. It is the court in the zoo that said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. So the appeal court, if the Supreme Court, they're going to use the Supreme Court to speak the mind of the caliphate, it's up to them. Let them go ahead. We are not bothered about what they want to say or whatever language they want to use or whatever grammar they want to speak over there. But what I see there is nothing but a delay tactics. They are delaying, buying time for them to commit more evil, buying time for them to begin to see if they can be able to distract the Biafran struggle. They are buying time to see if they can draw our attention from going into Biafra in 2023 and begin to focus on different things. But no matter how they try, they cannot take away our attention. They can't take away our attention. Whatever move they are making, they just a waste of time. You're welcome, my brother Maxwell. I appreciate you. Happy weekend. Thank you so much for joining. You're welcome. So
thank you, sir.
When you hear the word, what they are doing, that they are going to their Supreme Court, that doesn't bother me. Just as the day that we are going to the appeal court and people were waiting for verdict. That day I was on my program, doing my program. I said it, and I'm not bothered.
My brother, before you continue, let me ask you a question. My brother, the Maxwell, you are welcome. Let me ask you a question. Don't you think that I would like to say this in Igbo? Oh, ndaya hebure go debunye ndị appeal court, hafuzi eziokwu ndị Supreme Court, hafuzi eziokwu ha kpode isi n'ala. Or don't you think something like that will happen?
My sister, everything is possible. There's nothing you will see in the zoo today. You say, "Oh, I'm surprised this happened." There's nothing you will hear. You will say, "Oh, I'm surprised this happened." They don't even need to give them money. They don't need to give them money. The Supreme Court, the court in Nigeria, the judiciary is in the hand of the caliphate. They are in the pocket of the caliphate already. The judiciary, they don't need to give them money. It's just a phone call. It's just a phone call. They call them and say, do this and do that. If they want to force them to speak their truth, they can force them to speak their own language.
But
we are not bothered about that.
Any practicing lawyer that will sell his respect because of money have really terminated or destroyed his reputation, because this case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this has become an international case. This is not business as usual. The whole world are watching what is happening. It would be a very disgraceful thing for a lawyer who claimed to be a lawyer, who passed through law, who took oath, to see the truth. This man was kidnapped and abducted to Nigeria illegally, and the appeal court discharged him, and now they are going to Supreme Court. Maybe when they get there, the Supreme Court, they may force them to say, but instead of me to be forced to say what I know that is not true, I better resign. Like what is happening in UK today, you see how many people have resigned now. Oji ihe nwata akafuwa you forget what they akwa ha bia were oku munye na Nigeria. The economy will never be stable. They will never have peace until here wepa aka na ihe na-eme na Nigeria. Sorry, please continue.
Exactly, my sister. Just as you on what you said now, or what you say about this, you see, each time we are talking about the zoo, remember we are talking about Nigeria. In Nigeria, everything is possible. And when you talk about resign, a Nigerian man will never resign, even when he's at fault. He will never, ever. That is not the Lugard Nigeria. You don't practice that kind of a thing in Lugard Nigeria. In Lugard Nigeria, you see, when we talk about the judiciary, my sister, you have forgotten that in this same Nigeria, the Chief Justice of the Federation was sacked without a credible evidence, without committing an offense. You forgot about Ononge. The Chief Justice of the Federation, Ononge, Chief Justice of the Federation, Buhari took him and threw him to the dustbin. And the judiciary did not do anything. He brought his own brother, Tanko Technicality, a Sharia judge, and made him a Chief Justice. Nothing happened. Heaven did not fall. Even the judges didn't protest. The lawyers didn't do anything. So when we are talking about the issue of Nigeria, expect the worst, in short. Expect the worst. That is why we must not put our faith. We must not put our faith in these people. Don't put your hope in them. Anything we can do to get into Biafra so that they can also that is what we want to do. Thank you, my sister.
Adazayon, don't make me laugh. Adazayon say, who is the whole world? So you count Nigeria among civilized. Adazayon, when I'm talking about the whole world, I'm talking about civilized nation. I'm not counting Nigeria. So my brother, then Maxwell, you are welcome. I don't know if you have something to say. Maybe you should check your device. It's not echoing here.
Okay. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, Sister Linda. Good afternoon, Brother Chooks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. And good afternoon to the great, beautiful, and the handsome, the sons and daughters of Biafra land, those that are in the diaspora, those that are on the comment section, helping to propagate this narrative, this truth God has sent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for us to, spread to the living. You see, Nigeria, as we see it, is a lawless country. There is no doubt about that. A country that will slaughter innocent protesters and SARS, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. Even the CNN use what they call the GPS system to record everything that happened, satellite, to record everything that happened on that particular day. Let me tell you one thing. There was a video that came out in Cameroon. Nobody knew where that video came out, emanated from. Now, it was soldiers, that arrested unarmed women and their children. send them to a particular place and slaughter them. It happened in Cameroon. Later on that way. Do you know how they use what we call forensic? They became forensic in finding out the exact place where this thing happened using what we call vintage, objects and so on and so forth. Using the satellite, they pinpointed accurately where this thing happened. It happened in southern Cameroon. But here in Nigeria, CNN, their satellite system, using the GPRS system, covered everything that happened at toll gate. But they came back and told you that it was ducted. It was fake. General Enenche, who was acting as if he is going to remain a general in the Nigerian army, that will be calling the shots and sending wrong narrative, false narrative from the demons themselves that are ruling Nigeria to the populace, said in his first interview that the videos shown by NSAS, activists were ducted, was fabricated. Today, he has removed the uniform just like me.
Exactly.
Today, he has removed the uniform. He has joined. Look at what he said. Go and listen to his interview. I said that he is very, very stupid. As his former comrade, he is very, very stupid. He spoke like someone that doesn't have sense. I didn't reach to the rank of a general. I was just a warrant officer, second class, and I retired. I value the life of an innocent person. It's better that I allow an innocent person to go. It's better for me to allow 100 criminals to go than to use the arm that they gave me to kill an innocent person. That is my principle. And that is on that basis I left the army, because I could not take stupid orders, foolish orders, intimidating orders to harm innocent people that didn't do anything. I wouldn't do it. Today, tomorrow, till the day I will die. Where you see me active is when I am in the war front. That is where you see me active. And even at that war front, I observe Geneva Convention, that anybody, a combatant who raises his or her hands up in front of that red zone is considered as a POW, a POW, prisoner of war. You have no right as at that time to kill that person. Not to talk of people like agitators, IPOB, Oduduwa agitators, NSAS protest, innocent civilians. Recently, on the 20th, when they went to go and do what they call a memorial march, do you know that they were also tear gassed and they arrested as well?
Again.
In the same Nigeria. In the same Nigeria. And somebody with sense will come out here and tell me that Nigeria is going to be good. It is going to get worse. Get ready. If you are a one Nigerianist, get ready for the worst that is going to come. You say you are going to vote P2B, right? P2B is coming to change everything. And I'll tell you today, as long as I have seen P2B 7-point agenda, I discussed it in one of the platforms earlier this morning. I told them there that, look, as long as this, no matter how prudent, no matter how golden this 7-point agenda is, where as long as it's going to hinge upon the grand norm, you will never make any progress. That 1999 constitution that is forcefully said, we the Nigerian people, in fact, God forbid, I am not a Nigerian. I'm not a Nigerian. You see, the Nigerian people came together to agree on that document. That is a palpable, falsehood, if I will put it that way. No Nigerian came together. None of them came together to agree on that constitution. It is just the clique of the top military officers, the generals, the CEC, commander-in-chief, as at that time, that prepared it, do it the way they want, and hand it over to one of their own, OBJ, to continue. And that is the reason why anybody that would tell me that that foundation will allow any good person to operate in that country, just like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said it. No matter how good you are, no matter how sent you are, no matter how powerful, no matter how good intention, well-mannered you are, when you enter Nigeria, they will corrupt you. If they don't corrupt you, if they cannot corrupt you, if the system cannot corrupt you, the individual will chase you out, just like they chase some of them.
Sure.
So a country that cannot observe the rule of law is not a country, can never be, be said to be among, the Committee of Nations in the world. Never. Nigeria is not. Nigeria is not. I am telling Biafrans today, any of us that believes that that country will work, you are joking. You are joking. And that is the biggest joke of the year. Nigeria can never work as it is. Look at how they are flagrantly disobeying court orders, court rulings. The second most highest court on the land. After this one is the highest, that's the Supreme Court. They gave orders. Discharge, forget about acquittal now, my people. I don't want to, label myself with this legal terminologies. No. What is discharge? When you are discharged, you're supposed to go home, won't you? You're supposed to go home. You've been discharged in line with their, their court, judicial system. Once someone is discharged, what else why are you holding the person? Let the person go, then file a counter, a stay of execution, so that the person can be rearrested. But immediately that thing has been, pronounced by the court and transmitted. They are bound to obey it. And if they refuse to obey it, then, my people, it is a very big challenge to IPOB, to all well-meaning sons and daughters of Biafra land, and some of our criminal political elites that have sold us out. What is killing us, my people, is not the caliphate. It is our own people. Our own people. The Azikas of today, the Nnamdi Azikiwes of today, in the form of Igbokwes, and so on and so forth. Okorocha, Ojus Okalo that is planning to call the army to come and kill our people in Abia State. Hope who's or danger, hopeless who's or danger. Onyarala. And all the rest of them, they are the problem we have. Tell me how will a government, the criminal government of Nigeria, attack the Oduduwa nations? Look at what happened when they removed the sticker on their vehicle when they were patrolling. But in Igbo land, in Biafra speaking, in Igbo speaking part of Biafra, they will go and call the army for you. They will even use your own brothers to go and tell them, this is where our people are. Go and catch them. Wicked people, and it will never go well. God will never allow such elements, such characters in that society, in that Biafra land to prosper. It is going to be a curse, an indelible curse that no pastor, no spirit, no evangelist will cast away from them. And when it begins to come, as it happened to Azikas and their family, their generation, as we speak now, so will it happen to them, because they are wicked people, people that see joy in, exposing their people to in harm's way. It will never be happy. I won't be surprised. Let them go, my brother. You see, that is the final hurdle that we are going to cross before Biafra will come. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going to defeat them. He has defeated them from the beginning in their courts. He's going to defeat them. First one in Abia State, second one appeal, Nyaku and the rest of them, a court of appeal, and we are also going to defeat them no matter how corrupt the Supreme Court is. Yes, they have ruled before, a man that came forth in gubernatorial election in Imo State. They changed it overnight. But this particular one, because they changed it because the same people in Imo State, majority of them refused to speak because it was beneficial to them, to some of them. They refused to speak. And that is why they are suffering today. That is why they are suffering in Imo State today. I'm sorry if any Imolite will be offended by this. When the court ruled, nobody, all of them, some of them came out, some did not come out. The ones that accepted it were in the majority. If the ones that refused it were in the majority, Hope Uzodinma would not be there. They accepted it, suffering and smiling. They accepted it wholeheartedly. And those that they see that they are small, when they came out, they use the government machineries to begin to intimidate them, as usual, leaving their trademark, sorrow and blood, like Fela sang in one of his songs. That is what is going to happen. This particular one, we will see what the Supreme Court, the Sharia, headed by that Sharia man there, we will see what he's going to say. And these are some of the things, these anomalies and wrong, decision by the Supreme Court, especially the one that brought Hopeless Uzodinma to, power, was what they saw when they removed Onohe. They knew that Onohe would not take or stand most of this rubbish that is going on. They fabricated thump up charges against him, false allegations and so on and so forth against that man, and kangaroorily removed that man from there. Today they had their way. But this is going to be a test on the side of the Supreme Court, no matter how bad they are. If they like, let them do as they normally do, and let's see what is going to happen. We are not going to say anything right now, but the decision of that court will be a determination, not just election 2023, because I don't care what happens after election 2023. If they like, let them go and vote. All I know is that my brother Maxwell, yes,
this very judgment that is coming in their Supreme Court, it is going to show us, they have new Chief Justice. They have removed Tanko technicality and they put one new Chief Justice from the Southwest. So that new justice, that Chief Justice that is from the Southwest, this one is going to show us the agreement he reached before they gave him that post.
Okay.
This is how we're going to find out. This is how we're going to find out what made them to accept that man from the Southwest.
Okay, let's see what is going to happen, because I'm just hearing it now.
Exactly. They have a new Chief Justice. They have removed that Sharia judgment.
Sharia.
So, Mr. Chuk Survivor, who is presently there now?
The present madam, the new one, the Southwest. They have a new one.
Is it not the one that declared Mazi Nnamdi Kanu discharge? Is it the one you are talking about?
No, that one is They have a new chief justice.
It's a Yoruba man now. It's a Yoruba man now. Is he a Yoruba man? Then the case is closed then.
You cannot say the case is closed. In Nigeria, before they give you a post, then
that is one thing. That is one thing I like. That is one thing I like about the man. He can do. We are not even begging him. Just like what the Ohaneze Ndigbo did. We are not begging him. What we are saying that let him say the truth the way he is. If he wants to sell his reputation, then let him do otherwise. Eat money and sell your reputation. That is it. We are not begging him to do bribe. Just say it. This man that you guys have tried, the appeal court have declared that no court in Nigeria have the capacity to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Tell us, how did you bring this man to Nigeria? how did you bring this man? This is what is holding this case. If they are able to tell us how they brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court, the legal process they follow, and everything is clear, then the case will start. But if you did not tell us how you bring this man to Nigeria, then he doesn't have any case to answer.
My sister, what they are doing is they delay tactics, nothing more. Because the case, in question of where they bring him and why they brought him, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have won the case already in Abia State. The case he won in Abia State, washed that very one. That one washed the whole thing. That attack, they went to his house. The attack, they went to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have destroyed everything.
Chief Survivor, they say your voice is echoing. Is your listening device on? Please, if it is on, you turn it.
If your mic is on, it will be echoing.
I'm not using mic.
It's not here.
I'm not using mic. This is just normal computer microphone. I'm not using mic.
But when you off your
Okay, let me mute myself so that you people will speak.
Yeah, when you mute yourself, it's not okay. Can you hear me now?
It's good now. It's good now.
The problem is from our sister Linda. When his mic,
Sister Linda, if you want to talk, you unmute. Once you finish talking, then you mute so that it will not be echoing.
Okay, no problem.
So as I was saying, the person, what is going on now is that it's just nothing but a delay tactics. But let us see if the new Chief Justice, this one is a test on his credibility. And we are going to know the contract he reached before allowed him to be, before Muhammadu Buhari allowed him, late Muhammadu Buhari allowed him to become the Chief Justice. Because in Nigeria, before they allow you anything, there must be something attached to it. Just like you have seen Peter Obi today, gallivanting, jumping everywhere. You saw the way the Northern Forum confronted him. They were asking him, come and give us assurance that you are going to play our role. You are going to do everything to support us. Face to face, they were challenging him that you must make sure you have to pursue Northern agenda. This is what they were doing in the open that we are seeing. When he went the secret talk at Sokoto, in Southern Sokoto Palace, do you know what he told him? The same way anybody that wants to be a president in Nigeria, before you become a president, you first of all go to Southern Sokoto. When you get there, they will tie you their turban on their head. After tying that turban, you reach an agreement. After you must have gone to your slave master in Britain, you go to your slave master in Britain to get permission, whether they will allow you to be a president or not. You go to US. The next thing you come to Southern Sokoto. Before they will allow you to play a major role in Nigeria, there must be a condition attached to it. So this judgment is going to show us who brought that man, why they brought him, why they decided to choose him and put him there. So we are waiting, we are watching, we are not bothered.
You see, Brother Chooks, see, I'm looking at it in a broader perspective. If actually, you see, let's see, Nigeria runs, nobody should argue of tribal, and Nigeria is run on tribal basis and religious basis. That is how Nigeria is. Do you know what they are planning over Tinubu? Nobody knows if election is held and there are, let's say, rigging, accusations on it. A Yoruba man is there. Go and decide for yourself. Don't say it is Tanko now, it is you. Go and decide. Then whatever they do now, they will say it was your person that did it.
It was your brother. Your brother got the judgment.
It is your brother who did it. That's not us. You see, these people are very, very brainy. But as they are becoming so, when a bird has learned how to fly without perching, and the hunter cannot without aiming. So that is how it is. Anyone they decide to bring out today, my brother, IPOB autopiloters, and all the great sons and daughters of Biafra land are equal to the task. We will peruse them, and we will speak about them, and we will sensitize our people, and the world will understand that, hey, these people are not joking. We must not sleep, because the time, once you sleep, these people will deceive you, and they will cheat you and go, pass you by. We must not allow them to continue. We will always, be on their toes to check them. Whatever they like, let them do at that particular place. IPOB is watching. The Igbo Congress worldwide that are still, I do not know how active they are in this case. They are also working. I'm not talking of Ohanes and Igbo. And I am not even talking about the P2B and the rest of them, because since the time this ruling has a presidential, anybody that has heard P2B speak about the ruling of this appeal court and challenge the continuous detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from P2B, let the person speak on the comment section, Sister Linda, because I've never heard him speak. If he will be able, to go and visit Gumi, Sheikh Osama bin Laden Gumi in Kaduna, the man who was the trainer of the panty boxer bomber, the boxer bomber Abdul Talab, or whatever they call him, the one that wanted to bomb the American airline. That was his student. That was his student. And this man has been visiting the terrorist bandits, talking to them, threatening Nigerians that they should not try it.
Federal government pay him ransom to go and kill bandits.
Building schools for them in those places, in those schools. What are they teaching them over there? They are being radicalized more. As we plan to have a center in a society, they are radicalizing them in those schools, just like he radicalized the boxer bomber. That was the man our own brother visited. He never spoke about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the injustice they are playing on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He hasn't spoken. And you want me to believe in such a person? My brother, no, I will not. If I don't know, if I don't want to be misquoted, but if there is anybody that has him taking a position, just like the way he is doing now with this, flooding that is ravaging the country, where he went to Benue, I think Benue, where I said, and donated 5 million. I don't know how much he donated to his people. They say charity begins at home. I don't know how much he donated to Anambra people.
People died in Anambra. People died in Anambra. People died in Anambra, yes.
A whole family. I heard that the whole family was consumed by the flood. I don't know how much he has given to Imo State, but he went to Benue. That is good, though. But they said morality would tell us that charity begins at home. If you cannot, I think in Proverbs, it condemned a man that refuses to take care of his house first before taking care of the other people. God criticized that person, and there is a curse on that person. You are rich. Your family is suffering. But what you need to do is, instead of you to take care of your own family, relieve them first, let them breathe this sign of relief. You are going out there to begin to show as if you want to go and show how good you are outside. No matter how small you donated over there, you are a wicked man. You are a wicked woman. God will not see that gift that you gave out there as a blessing. It is a curse unto you. That is what P2B has attracted to himself, and he's going to reap what he has sowed as well. So that is where I am going to, stop for now. Thank you so much.
Mr. Maxwell, let me ask you, you want him to come and speak, support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that in the Hausa and the Britain can appear position, yeah? Didn't you watch the interview? I don't know the channel station that granted him interview. They were asking her about Biafra. Peter Bide Kusikomaho Ekwoku. na-agụgọsị ọnụ mmiri ifu ha na nwoke okwu okwu kọwa ụkọ n'isi ma omeme ịma na onye ahụ amaghị ife ọ na-ekwu. So he is doing what they ask him to do, and he is dancing according to his this same. People are saying, even Igbo people, I think the Mieti Allah have declared that they said that no Northerners should vote P2B. Can P2B come to the Igbo land now and tell the Igbos not to vote the Northerners? You have to prepare yourself. You see the crisis that is going on. Look at what happened in his state. Now he will not go there. He will not go and see why these cars were set ablaze. Who said this people's business is ablaze? He will not go there. But if something happened in the north, they will go there and donate millions while their own people are suffering. People are saying that you Igbos, they don't want to support them. Tell me, if you want to support somebody, where will you start? This person that you are going to support, if you are into trouble, will they help you? P2B will not tell me that you have not heard about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Have he said anything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Have he said anything about the killings? Look at now, the Nigerian military, the Fulani military, they have surrendered Biafra land, kidnapping the young youth. Have he said anything about it? No, he wouldn't. Come on now, we need to So the next thing I want us to talk about is this. I don't want to talk more about it. I just want to open it, and I want people from Anambra to call. There is line there. I'm sure I wrote the number correctly this time around. Is Governor Soludo, he bans this Bet Niger. And believe you me, it's not that I support gambling or something like that. You know the situation of Nigeria. A lot of people make their earnings through this means. Now that you have banned this, do you create... One thing I like about the Western world is that before they stop something, they will prefer another solution to that. They have banned this now. Do they create more employment? That's why if I look at people who talk about one Nigeria, or people who are dreaming that Nigeria is going to be better, I just look at them. I say, what is wrong with you? Look at the Niger Delta, all the states in Nigeria that this oil is being produced. Look at how dirty they are. They will come there, extort your oil, give you a shishi, 1 naira, make you a security, a bodyguard, to be safeguarding your things, and people will be rejoicing. If all these oil producing states happens to be in the Western world, none of those indigenous from those places will be working, because every month there are lots that will come into your bank account. You cannot even finish it. But look at the Niger Delta, the Ijos have been Ijo, the place they call Oporosa. This one is not a story. If you are from Niger Delta, if you are from Ijo, this place of Asari Dokubo, Menafoka, Roba Menaga, Babu. If you go there, these people don't have drinking water. They don't have drinking water. The water, if you test it, the water tastes salty. These people defecate inside water. During the day like this, the water will just dry a bit, but once it's 4 o'clock, you will see the flood coming. These people sleep in water, they suffer. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to rescue. They don't want development. They want to remain in abject poverty. So I want people to talk about this thing that he banned. It's a very good thing if he can provide another solution where the young people who graduated from the university can find a job. It is good. But for now, I don't want to be judgmental. I want people to talk about this.
Thank you. Thank you, my sister. Thank you for that topic. Before I speak on that topic, I want to appreciate one of our sisters on the comment section, Sister Ada Zion Ezukama. I want to appreciate her. She just gave us the name of that Chief Justice, Olukayode Ariwola. The new Chief Justice they have now is Olukayode Ariwola. She just gave us the name. That is the new man they have there, Olukayode Ariwola. So, going into this this topic that my sister just raised now is laughable. It's really laughable. So in all the problem that Nigeria is having, the only problem that this monster could be able to dictate is Niger Bet. Niger Bet has become the Fulani that are holding AK-47 in the bushes. Since he entered that office, how many jobs have he created? How many jobs has he created? He stopped Agboro. He stopped Niger Bet. How many jobs have he created? All these places he's laying his hand, are they the real problem? Are they the real problem, or they are the problem solvers? Niger Bet is there, even today Nigeria, in the way Nigeria is today, Niger Bet is a problem solver. It's a problem solver. If you want to educate people about gambling, you can open up an institution to educate people. You can open up a program. You have a ABS, Anambra State Broadcasting Service. What are they doing? What is their job? Why don't you introduce people to educate people about the gambling or whatever, and let them make their choice on what they want to do, and be more careful on how they go about the Niger Bet? Why is this? Why canceling Niger Bet for what? What does that have to do with the security of the country? What does that have to do with the economy of the state? This is to show you that these people, they don't have you at heart. When I was in my platform every day shouting no Anambra election, no Anambra election, they were laughing at me. I was shouting no Anambra election until the day the Department of Sabotua came and said people who want to vote should go and vote. Make your choice. While we were busy shouting no election, no election, the Department of Sabotua came out and said you should go and vote according to your heart desire. They gave him chance. Today, look at him. When he entered, the first attack was against IPOB and Biafra. And today, that attack continues. Now, you saw what happened in Anambra State. You see the kind of destruction, the video that my sister played before we started this program. You saw the video my sister played before we started that program. Economic attack against Anambra people mainly because they know that Anambra is the heart of business. When you talk about business, it is in Anambra State. That is the heart of it. When you can be able to cripple the economy in Anambra State, it will affect every other southeastern region. The video my sister played before starting the program, it happened yesterday. Where their security agents and their following people went and opened fire on lorries that were carrying goods, people's goods. Lorries that were carrying people's goods and burning. Lorries, not one, not two, not three, not four, lined up.
Was it not that along Aba Port Harcourt Expressway?
No, this one happens in Ozobro.
There are some other ones. All the goods that are entering to Southeast, they were burning them. They were burning all the goods that were being brought to Southeast. And what is their plan? Their only plan agenda is to make sure that they cause hunger. They make sure that things are not entering into Biafra land, to make sure that things become more expensive in Biafra land more than in other places. They want to make sure that they stifle the economy the more. Since you had those things happen, did you hear that Saludo came out and made the emergency broadcast? Did you hear any governor in the South declaring state of emergency? They pretend as if you didn't see. But if that thing have happened in the Kano, if that thing have happened in Kano, you see, Wike will come out from River State. You go to Kano and donate 50 million.
You don't see what happened for Lagos. He go give them 300 million there.
He went and gave 300 million. But in his own house, there are people who have not been paid salary. People are being killed deliberately. Disaster everywhere.
He not destroy his own people there. He never even, I don't know whether he has even given them one cup of rice.
These are the kind of people we have. These are the kind of people we have. When you see them talking, even the way they behave, you know that they don't have you at heart. The way they behave, you know they don't want to. And that is why any Biafran that is watching this broadcast, begin to campaign. Tell your people they should open their ears. There will be no election in Biafra land. It is not boycott. No election. All you need to do is to open your ear. When we say sit at home, sit your butt at home. This one will be enforced to. This one no be Anambra election, no. This one is general election, no. We are saying it now so that you don't be taken unawares. You say you are not warned. So that you don't say you're not warned. We are going to retire every government official from Biafra land, there will no longer be anybody that represents the Zoological Republic in Biafra land. There will not be anybody again. No local government chairman, no governor, no senator, no House of Assembly. We will be on our own. It will be clear that now that nobody is representing us anywhere. And the only choice will be to give us a referendum. Or if they choose to come by force to force us to do, then we'll take them on. The warning is coming, though. You know, sometimes when you say people will play about it, they will think, but the water will continue. The water will continue and continue to increase as the day goes by. Even the blind will begin to see it. The deaf will begin to hear it. We are just saying all these things so that you don't be taken unaware. You say you didn't hear. You are not hearing it. Why all these problems are happening? You see, Soludo, what he can remember is to ban the Niger bet. It's just like the minister of which minister? Nigerian minister. They ask about what he did with his ministry for about after 5 years. They ask him what did he achieve. He said what he achieved is how to produce kilishi.
Yes, I watched that interview. I watched that interview. I laugh.
30 billion, more than $30 billion.
Nigeria spends billions. And on agriculture, whatever, which kind, I don't know, I've forgotten that grammar they gave it. They asked this man, since all these years your ministry have been existing, what did you achieve? They say in Nigeria we are able to preserve kilishi. And that
we
was
were
it.
Able to produce some machine that can preserve kilishi. Kilishi is a tiny.
I beg my people, make on an over. Somebody wants to contribute. You are welcome to the program. Please, you can speak now.
Yeah, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, every one of you. I just want to say one thing. It is very short one. This is Lady J calling anyway. So what I want to say is that in as much as we are still under one Nigeria, you see the Southeast governors, the Southeast politicians, they will still remain slaves to the Fulani. Even if, I know some people are saying that we should vote for Obi, when Obi gets there, he's going to consider Biafra and all that. If Obi should be given a chance, or if he becomes the president tomorrow of Nigeria, in as much as he is from the southeastern part of Nigeria, he's still going to remain a slave under the Fulani government.
Exactly.
They will be the one to tell him what to do. So those people that are saying if Obi gets there, Obi is an Igbo man, is going to solicit, going to do this, talk to them for Biafra, it's not possible. It's still going to be under them. The proper Fulani man does not want to give an Igbo man any chance in the country of Nigeria. It is very clear, very, very clear. I don't really have much time. I just say I should just, chip in this before I run out. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you, my beloved sister. Chick Survivor, do you know who is speaking? Can you dictate this voice? Let me see if you know this voice. Do you know who is speaking now? Okay, thank you. I will give you sweet. You understand? Thank you, my beloved sister. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. So let me contribute to what my sister is saying. Thank you so much for saying this. I believe people who are clamoring for Obi, well, I believe all those people clamoring for beyond they don't, instead of Obi Neru, local man and Dausa continue. I had to try better. Oga they try better than Dausa continue chua than P2B, because P2B is just going, like my sister rightly said, it's just going to be like a slave, a sheep. Anything they ask him to, because this will be an agreement. We are going to make you president of Nigeria, and you must do what we ask you to do. And on which constitution is Peter Obi going to rule Nigeria? Is it not the same 1999? Have they amended it? Maybe, I don't know. Have they amended the constitution?
Amended with it.
Oh, if they have not amended it, what my sister said is even it would be hot for the Southeast if Peter Obi becomes, because these people, at times I laugh at people, they call Fulani, they are calling them fool. These people are very, very intelligent. What you don't see, what an Igbo man don't plan, they have planned it ahead. They know that Biafrans, I don't want to be using that word, Igbo, Biafrans are very wise. Biafrans are very wise. They know that if they should leave these people alone, that these people are going to do incredible things. So because of that, they are tying them. They know what they like. They know what they want, how they can manipulate these people. That is what they are doing. So that was how they were shouting about Buhari, 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 Buhari. Then I was still in Nigeria. My husband was in Nigeria. My husband was, have these people forgotten what this man did during the Civil War? And now Buhari have Buhariala everything. Now they are shouting P2B, P2B. That was how they were shouting. What is the name of this present governor of Anambra State? Soludo disappointed everybody. Honestly speaking, I used to respect that man before. He disappointed the first day this man stepped in. The same people that allowed him to become the governor is the same people that he went to attack, and still attacking them up to this moment. And now you are telling me, what confidence do the Igbos have now? Well, at least if you want to do something for somebody, you can say, for example, if Biafra restoration comes now, Duke Survivor or my brother Maswell start campaigning for a governor or anything, you will say, yes, this person fought, this person suffered, this person contributed, this person saw to the well-being of our people when we haven't actualized this. Now, if you are to vote Peter Obi now, what is that thing? What is that thing that will give you morale? Let me support this man. He has been one-time governor in Anambra State, and during his watch, a lot of Biafra innocent souls were killed. Is it on that ground that people will now stand to vote for him? He was just a governor and he did this. Even when he becomes a president, that he will do better than he did before. Well, I have finished my own.
See, Sister Linda and all the well-meaning Biafrans, Brother Chooks, my concern is that, my happiness is that IPOB controls Southeast, our own side. IPOB controls Biafra.
Exactly.
IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, under Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, are in the majority. See it in sit at home. Is it not working? If the majority are sitting at home, that will tell you what will happen that day too. And I believe that, I am convinced that that is what is going to play out that day. If he cares, so make he go make the vote I'm in. As long as I did not put my signature by voting, I'm out. That curse will not be upon me. This man is doing everything possible to please. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said that the Hanabarande Fulani Ojibo. Oh, they are slaves. When the Fulani will put them on the ground and they will sit on them. That is what they are doing to them. Do you know the reason why they cannot speak? When the soldiers will attack and intentionally block flow of traffic and business, the movement of goods and services in Southeast, because they cannot speak. If they speak, they will come after them. They know what they have done. That is why they cannot speak. Soludo cannot speak. Soludo deceived the people he were able to deceive. Begin to make lofty promises and statements. IPOB, some of them that are, can be easily deceived. Hey, he is for us. Oh, hey, he is for us. Oh, he is speaking. Oh, listen to what Soludo said. Oh, listen to what Soludo. Today, what is he saying? After securing his political power, ambition, what is he saying now? Rather, he's calling us criminals. He said IPOB are criminal. He doesn't even want to differentiate, just like Mazen Namdekano said, differentiate between unknown gunmen and the IPOB, the real agitators. IPOB are not terrorists. We are not violent. We are not violent. We are protecting our forest. In the west of Mazen Namdekano, ESN is formed after they have failed to protect Biafrans in their farms. ESN is not in the town. They are in the forest protecting our lands from this illegal invasion of these aliens that have taken over. If not for Mazen Namdekano, by now, my people, you would not know. In fact, you will not go to those forests. You won't step your feet there. Your foot will not go there, I mean to say. But because of the action of Mazen Namdekano, we are free now. We can go freely into our bushes. That is what Mazen Namdekano did. And he did it because those that were expected to do the right thing failed our mothers, failed our fathers, failed our sisters and brothers in Biafra land. They failed woefully. And when these people were taking charge of those forests, killing our people as well, raping the ones they can rape, destroy the farmland and so on and so forth, these same politician governors refused to speak out. But when our people retaliated, they come after us and begin to give pay for cows. But who will pay for the life of that young lady that was destroyed, raped to death? Those people, their body were mutilated in the farms. Who will pay for them? How much are you going to pay to recover the life of those people? But you are free to pay 500,000 naira for each cow. Nonsense people. This is why when I remember most of the things, when I see these things, I become angry. This is why I become angry. Anybody can accuse me for being emotional. Yes, I am emotional about the Biafran people. That is where my mother comes from. If you like, if you don't like what I'm doing, go ahead. Go as the flood there, go and dive inside there. It not be my business. Why will you sit down? You sit down and watch your people die in this way. What is wrong with them? They are the reason why Mazen Namdekano is going through what is going today. Look at how the Yorubas trooped out when Igboho was attacked. Just imagine what happened that time. But our own people, they sell us out. These people have the audacity to treat us the way they are treating our people. I told our people before that the worst fight, the worst war a group of people fight is the war they fight against themselves. It is your enemy. And the was no Amambodi Kenato. Unkote alakwe. Amambodi Kenato. Each day is very, very easy. That is what these people have done. And they continue to do it without consequences. This is the reason why I always say those bad teeth in our mouth that is preventing us to enjoy the meat or the apple that God has given to us need to be pruned little by little. Can have test one to have a see a metuano because you know how I never. Always open a more here. I bring a more no, low becani, qua, no, I commit my hand because Obanila win no lolo. Obanila when Lila no lolo. Obanila when they got, Obanila when they got church. I have room where that by Jambori Ebelile. I have way. Manad Winyaka, the bush in the canyon, the bush Umunano Lumunu, Umuna in the Wokunumuna, in another about that Croaka papa, Mban and the canyon. It is not good. It is not good.
Thank you,
my have nothing much to do. But what we have to do, we must do it in order to secure ourselves and to make them feel that yes, we feel concerned for what is going on. Thank you,
my people.
Thank you, my brother. There is one important topic somebody raised in the comment section. Nigerian movie. Thank you for this. I forgot to include it in this program. That ndị chinko ha emepego police station na Nigeria. Very soon ndị Britico ga-ebịa mepe, ndị America emepe. So I don't know what you people have to say about this. Why do you think that the China people came to Nigeria to open a police station? Does it mean that the police station in Nigeria is not enough, or what are they trying to police?
Well, on that issue of Chinese and whatever they are doing, I don't blame them. Neither do I want to talk about it, because for me it's inconsequential for us, those of us who are Biafrans. All these are the plan of the caliphate to be able to dominate people. A caliphate is not interested. They're not interested on who takes things outside. What they are interested in is the land. As long as they had a landing space, we are dealing with people who don't have a landing space. These people are wanderers. They don't have a country of their own. The Fulanis are wanderers. They are wandering from place to place. They don't have a land. And they forget that in this planet Earth, there is no land that is not owned today. Every land is owned. So if they see anybody who is willing to take the resources and allow them to take the land, they will always welcome the person and let him come in. And are you going to blame Chinese? Since all this while, when your government have been borrowing money from them, your government have been borrowing and borrowing and borrowing and borrowing and borrowing without taking off payment, what do you expect? After in your own very presence, you have seen Chinese seize some people's assets. Some countries, their airport have been seized by China. Some countries, their seaport have been seized. Some countries, China is managing their affairs because they borrowed money, African countries. And yet you went there and you're borrowing money. If you see a police station of China in your country, you're being worried. Why should you be worried? This is why you must go and face where you belong. If you're from Oduduwa land, go and focus with Oduduwa people and take yourself out of this zoological republic. If you're from Biafra land, focus on Biafra and take yourself away from the Lugard, Nigeria. If you're from the Middle Belt, take yourself out. If you're from Arewa, carry yourself out. Nigeria is not owned. Today, China is planning to take over the company called Nigeria. China is trying to play a major role to take over the company called Nigeria, because they have seen that the British somehow is slacking. British have seen that every eye is on him. We have called them out, called them out, called them out. Even British people who didn't know about the story of Biafra today, they know it. And they are ashamed of themselves. Let me tell you, just like Martin Nankan said, some British people, some of their citizens are very, very good people. Some of their citizens are very, very good people. But when you come to their government is evil. They are evil, evil personified.
And the throne instead.
And their throne, very, very evil. So with the knowledge you have created, that with the awareness that Martin Nankan have created to everybody, there is no part of the world, no country of the world today. Unless you're not living in this planet, there's no country of the world today that will still pretend and say they don't know the story of Biafra and what Britain have done in this zoological republic called Nigeria. They know. So they cannot take a front row anymore. And China is in the loophole after the Fulanis have been to borrow the money that their own children will not pay in the next decade, in the next generation, they will not finish paying. And then you see China building a station, you are surprised. Why should you be surprised? What should bother you? This building of a station by China is supposed to boil your mind to run for your life. This is more reason why you should key into the coming of Biafra in 2023. When you hear that China have started already, getting ground, you run for your life. You key into the project of Biafra. 2023, we are going home. No man born of a woman can stop it. All these things you are seeing, they are things we have seen. That is why we are on a high speed to get out. One of our Biafran, do I call him ex-politician, whatever? Sometimes he talks like a politician. Sometimes he talks like an activist. One of our Biafran legend. He said it in one of his broadcasts, and I posted the video. That man said that we and some of these activists talking about the bad Nigeria, how bad Nigeria is, we are saying the same thing. But the difference is that, just as Martin Nanekano said, that Nigeria is heading to Somalia. They are heading to become Somalia. But for him personally and some other people, and mainly members of IPOB, autopiloted, we are not ready to get into Somalia. We want to get out of that ship before it gets to Somalia. For those who want to go to Somalia, let them enter the flight. Bye-bye to Somalia. But for us, as China is building their station on their house, we are going out. That is none of our business. We are focused on taking back our land. Our own land, though, not another person's land, though. We are not like Fulanis who are taking people's land. We are protecting our own land in our own area. And that is where we are today. So whatever China is doing, the Fulani invited them, the Fulani gave them the contract, the Fulani... I say anything that happens in the Zoological Republic, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you wake up tomorrow and they tell you that now Nigeria is now under the control of China and the Chinese government will decide whatever happens. Do not be surprised. There is nothing that is not possible as far as Nigeria is concerned. Nothing is not possible. That is why we are on a high speed to get out of this ship before the ship tumble. Before their ship gets to Somalia, we want to drop on our way. Those people who want to go to Somalia, like these people, these obedient people who are obedient to Somalia, let them enter their flight to Somalia. If the flight crash, if they survive and alive, they will come and tell us what happened on the air. If they didn't survive, when they meet us in heaven, after we have lived at our old age, after we have grown old at 120, we meet them in heaven. If there is an opportunity for them to talk to us, they will tell us what transpired, how they got there. But for us, we are not going anywhere. We are dropping from that ship before you get to Somalia. So whatever Chinese are doing, let them do it for the caliphate. This is their business and their contract. We are going away. That is why I've never found time to talk about that very issue. It is their business. We are focused on our freedom to get out. And that thing you are seeing, that Chinese police station, is one reason. I tell people, every day you wake up, if you wake up from sleep, all you need to do is just to go to conventional media and see what is happening. Then you go to social media, see what is happening. You will see reason why you have to follow your own ethnic group and get out of this very ship. You will see more reason why you should get out of that ship. Just go and watch. And that is why you see sometimes in our platform, we share videos from their conventional media. We are not sharing those videos to promote their channel. Even though when we know that they are in the hand of the caliphate, they are talking against them. But we share their videos for you to know. There are things you will see. When we say certain things, we say, you know why we are saying what you are saying. When the world see it, they will know why. You know, sometimes those videos are very long. But we cut out those sections that are very important and post it so that you will know the evil that you are in. Because as you see now, many people don't go and don't watch the conventional media. How many people watch? All of you that is watching this very program today, how many of you how many times do you open your video, your television in a day? Some people don't even on their television for a year. They don't on their television. It's just
light. No light.
They don't on it. So everybody's on social media. That is when we see all those their lies on their conventional media, we will bring it on social media, cut it and put it for you to see. We are not putting this so sometimes when you post it, some people will say, why did you post this one? Why didn't you post this one? Why did you post it without narrating? Use your brain, listen to it and hear with your own ear what is going on in your country. So that when people are telling you to get out, you know why they're telling you to get out of the country. Thank you, my sister.
Yeah.
Mr. Maxwell, I don't know if you have something to say pertaining this.
I just want to for me, just like said, I don't care whether China takes over Nigeria or not. Because when they were busy borrowing money from here, they never knew that they did like that. If at all, that they have established police in Lagos. Because I heard this news and I read about it. But the China people has come to refute it. They say it's not true. But that they have a kind of establishment where they take responsibility of their own people. So I don't know whether it's that they have police or something like that. They said they have rights to come and establish police in another country.
Go on.
Okay, so that is what I heard them say, and the report that I read, I think about yesterday or thereabout. So for me, when you abuse it, when you went and collect, when the caliphate went and collected a pot from China, prepare your food, your best soup, where they eat, and then the people come for their pot. Will you tell them, say, there is soup in the pot? Go and throw away the thing and give them a pot. Make them so I don't care. But I want us to come out, just like my brother said. I want us to get out of that ship before the ship sails. We need to be at the banks of the river. We don't want to join that ship.
Exactly.
Because what these people has done to that country, you see, UK is no longer paying. If you look at what is going on diplomatically, I don't think that UK is paying much interest in what is going on in Nigeria, because they have their own problem right now. They curse Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, curse them, because Mazen Nnamdi curse them. For those of you that never knew, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu curse them. He said, as long as Britain continues to sanction what the caliphate government, control government of Nigeria is doing to the Biafran people, he said they will know no peace. I listened one other pastor again that said that the United Kingdom should go and unmake what they made in Nigeria. If not, that they see infiltration, penetration. This is how he put it. This, as I'm telling you, that he said, I see infiltration, I see penetration, I see destabilization, I see this, I see that is happening to them. And that's exactly our own person here, our brother, Mr. Kwatin. 6 weeks, he resigned as their chancellor. Less than 6 weeks again, Lisa or whatever, Liz Truss, that one too is gone. So nobody knows who is going to go. There is confusion in there as we speak. Nobody knows which way Britain. And this is as a result of their, let me say, manipulation and involvement in the murdering of well over 5 million Biafran. And they are still supporting the killing of our people. It won't be easy for them. They will feel it. They will feel how it is. In fact, I am looking at what is happening, what happened to take it to happen to them. Because there is a complete mass influx of Islamic religion is getting ground in that very place. I do not know whether you people have noticed it.
Of course.
It's happening in London. And I think I heard that in the next 15, 20 years or thereabout, that the political system, the Christian, population in that country will change. That is what
already
I heard.
Do you believe that there is a section of Britain that is demanding for Sharia law as it stands today?
Good. It will happen to them.
Part of Britain is demanding for Sharia law today. They say in that area, a woman cannot go there without covering her. In Britain.
Good. You see, their own will be worse. And this man said, and once this thing begin to happen, he said the other neighboring countries around them will begin to move away. Like Britain will stand alone. That was what the man said. And the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu also said that they are going to be destroyed if they fail to remove their hand in what is happening or unmake what they made in Nigeria. So for me, I don't care whether China go take them or China no go take them. In a country where lion they swallow money, monkeys they cut away with money. Which other thing that do? Which other benefit? What is the good thing that is going to come out of that country? Apart from we moving out, Biafrans moving out from that contraption. The more we stay there, the more we share in the blame and the curses of that country. So I pray that God will take us out of that place, because that is not our land. That is not where we're supposed. We cannot express ourselves in a criminal, contraction called Nigeria. That is all I have to say about that, my people.
My brother, I want to say something before we go to another topic. It really pains me. And it really baffles me. Because if you look at Nigeria, if I don't blame people who have not traveled out of Nigeria, people who have not witnessed civilization, because a lot of these things happening, people think it's normal. If NEPA sees like, they think sometimes if I tell somebody that all the way that somebody works in Germany here is being tied, the person they don't believe me. If you tell them that since I came here I've not seen them seizing light, they won't believe you because of their experience. Now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafrans, IPOB, they are agitating. They said they want to leave Nigeria. Have the so-called president look into why do these people want to leave and address it? I could remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started, he started with the issue of restructuring. You don't want to restructure. You don't want to let these people go. You want them to remain slaves. These are people that are industrious. We have a lot of industrious young men and women who have graduated from the university, who have the energy to work, but there is no employment. Instead, they have ghost workers. The place I served in Edo, they posted me in local government district, but if you go there, they are not doing anything. You will see people that are not working, but at the end of the day, spirits receive the salaries. People that are working, they won't be paid. So my question now, Nigeria is blessed naturally. Even this UK that is controlling Nigeria, what do they have? God bless Nigeria with natural resources. We have manpower. All these things that they are using to enjoy themselves here is being extorted from Nigeria. Now Nigeria produce cocoa. If you want to drink cafe in Nigeria, how much do you pay? Is it everybody that have access to drink it? Nigeria have petroleum, Nigeria have oil, but we don't have a good refiner. What are you people telling me? The poor people keep on suffering, getting down. When they are sick, no medical treatment apart from, and I like what our people are doing right now. Our people are becoming civilized, helping one another. Like I can remember this guy Okuro. I like what he's doing, helping people who is suffering from kidney disease. Our people contribute money, they take them to other countries, or India, India. They take them to India. No good medical facility in Nigeria. I listened to Aisha Buhari's interview yesterday. She was very proud to say that all my children, they are schooling in UK. President, wife of the president, your children are schooling. How many? How? It's just like saying that Boris Johnson's children will be schooling in Nigeria. What would they be doing there? Yes, you are free to school in other country when you find out that the course you want to offer, this country offer is better. That is a very different case. But you, a wife of a president, or your children, they ask her, do you say? Can you say that your husband have tried for the country? Said she denied. She said the government or politics activity is not her business. Her business is just to welcome people and to go and visit her children in England. And you people tell me that this.
Thank you.
Hi, Chineke. So the next topic we are going.
Sister, sorry to thank you. Is it not the same woman that came and started defending the husband, that the husband is suffering from PTSD, post-traumatic syndrome?
Grammar. His husband was mad. Was a madman.
Is it not the
before
I wanted to say something to that. You see, how many wars did the husband fought? More than the one I fought. I took part in 5 different wars. 5 different wars. I was shot twice. One in Liberia and one in Somalia. I was shot twice. But glory be to God that sees the heart, not because I am more righteous than those that died in those places. How many wars? Which other war is more than, which other trauma that a soldier will go than capsizing into the Gulf of Guinea? Aleruaka. I spent 7 good days on that Gulf of Guinea floating, if not because that God made me to know how to swim, and the life jacket we were equipped with, we were wearing. In fact, our legs, the sole of our legs that is so hard, harder If the soul of every human being, according to what I had, is harder than the sole of a shoe, leather, when it dried, our leg became soft. Fishes begin to nibble on our legs, eating it up, just like the way, what do they call it? The way rats eat people's leg when at sleep. When we came out, after we were detected using the GPS that we were wearing that time, they brought us out. My brother, my sister, and my Biafrans, we couldn't step on the floor because our soul were rotten, eaten by fish, small fish. As they nibble on your feet, you don't know that they are eating your feet because it was soft. The salt has made it so soft for them to eat. People died. We lost 2 people in it because of excessive cold. You see? So which other trauma can a soldier go through? A soldier how many wars did his husband fought? His husband was so stubborn. He was an armor personnel, artillery personnel, or whatsoever. He refused to protect himself, his ear. That was the reason why they had that ear problem. What war did the husband fight? I want him to come and tell us the war the husband, apart from civil war, where they committed atrocities against the Biafrans. Which other one did they fight? I joined 1993. I took part in 5 different wars. The last one was a conventional warfare against the Cameroon. Which war did he fight to come and suffer PTSD? When they just stand up now, they begin to talk anyhow. A man that did not even take part in apart from Nigerian Civil War, tell me another war that the man fought. Nonsense.
Thank you so much, my sister Ada Zion. I'm going to give you more before you leave here. Thank you for being here. Your presence here plays a very vital role. She have written the name of the sickness. It says Buhari suffers post-traumatic stress disorder. She came down again. She said her husband was not suffering from PTSD. He was suffering from the blood of Biafra people. Exactly. ihe a na-eme na ihe a achọrọ ka ihe a na-eme ndị UK ya continue na-eme even etinyere ha ọgbamaghara ka ha wepụ obi ha pụọ na ihe gbasara Biafra. Ndị a wepụ aka ha na Biafra, anyị ga-enweta Biafra. Chineke tinye ha onye nke a pụrụ apụ, this woman pụrụ apụ, ada ma achọdị mmadụ afa ha 44 days ka ọ nọ na ọfịs. So onye nke ọzọ ga-abịata na o nwere ike ha chuzuo ete echi ya pụọ otu a ha niile na-apụsịa so that they will feel the pains the innocent people in Biafra land is facing. Ngangwu na eziokwu, some people in Biafra land up to this, even these people that are shouting one Nigeria, they cannot provide 1 square meal a day. Some people don't eat a day, only water. There was a video I watched on YouTube. A man discovered where Kwashiorkor have started again though, and that is what they are projecting now. Kwashiorkor strike the entire village, and you will never see any Nigerian media carrying this news. People are suffering.
What of the one that is happening in the state? Is it not that video?
Which one?
Really?
The
one? I think it's in Enugu. Yes, it's in Enugu. About a family.
The only thing they eat there now is abaji. Cassava.
Yes, and you know
and that is causing them problems because of the acidic content of the cassava that they are eating on daily basis. There is no food, no water. If you see the water they are drinking on help. When
you are telling our people, they say you are making money, while all these things is for their betterment. If Mazina the Kanu happens to be a selfish man, what does he need? He's in a good country. He will just focus on training his families and just visiting there like too. But he wants the betterment for us. Sometimes when I go to Facebook or the social media platform I don't even blame them because they are not suffering. Once they are sick, they travel here, treat themselves, they can eat what. I don't blame those. I blame the poor people that this man is suffering from. trying to bring good life. I have a call from WhatsApp. Let me see. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, you're welcome to the program. Hello, you're welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
I can hear you. Can you speak to Biafra if you want to speak?
Hello.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Please speak. Please, when you call, make sure that your environment is okay and your microphone is okay before you call back. So, my people, this is what we are here. Some people say we are making noise. It seems you don't have work. Every day you come and sit down here and be talking trash. Well, if you are eating 3 square meals a day, you might not understand. The only time you understand is when you don't have food to eat. In the morning, you wake up watching yourself. There is no help coming from anywhere, or a very serious event strike you. That is when you understand that we are not making noise, that what we are doing is our betterment. Since it has been begging that Nigerian government should do the needful, like Mr. Senator Eninaya normally say, but you come in a country, you are using some parts as a slave. These people don't they don't matter. These people don't matter, and they said, okay, since they are not matter, let us leave. Let us go and create our own state. So it becomes a problem. The next topic I want us to talk about. What is happening? Is this coming from my own side? The next thing I want us to talk about is the Nigerian military increasement in the abduction of our youth. Mr. Tukes, I would like you to start from this topic while I fix this problem in my phone.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you so much. On that very topic, in the abduction that is happening in Biafra land, is something that we must have to take note of. It's something that these people are trying by all means to provoke us into doing things premature. They are trying to provoke us into going into things prematurely, but they are not going to succeed. The only thing I'm going to say is that anybody that is watching us today, if you have somebody in Biafra land, tell them that we are in a very critical time. They must have to be security conscious. They should open their eyes. Always try to look at the things happening around you. Be very observant at the things happening around you. If you see something, say something. When you need to go out, go out. If you don't have any need to go out, just stay indoor. This is not a time to walk around in the late hours. The Zoological Republic have intensified the abduction of Biafrans. When we tell you that we are going back home in 2023, if you think they're not here, they are hearing it and they know that it's a reality. They know that we are not joking about it. You see, one thing with these Fulanis, they know the people who are serious. When you are making a statement of fact, or when you are serious, they know. And when you are not serious, they know you. Just like when you see the man in the creek. When you see the man in the creek come to make threats, they don't mind him. They don't care whatever he says. They don't care. But today, every single one of them today, they know very well that the person today that is speaking for the Biafran people is Mazi Simon Ekpa. Every one of them know. People can continue to deny it. You can continue to deny it from heaven to hell. You can continue to deny it for all I care. But they know that the person today that is speaking on behalf of the whole Biafran is Mazi Simon Ekpa. And whatever he says, they take it serious. That is why when you see their press, when their press is writing about the issue of Biafra, you will see the picture of Mazi Nandekano there. You will see the picture of Mazi Simon Ekpa. And then, if they want to conclude on talking about a connection with other people, they will put what they call the London boy. After they put the London boy, then You see the Bogojuku there too. These are the pictures you see. When you are talking about the issue of Biafra, these are the pictures you see. So whenever you see anything that our spokesperson, Man Samanaka, say, they take it serious. And when he said that Biafrans have now activated self-defense fully, we are defending ourselves, they take it serious, they know. When he said that we are counting days into Biafra in 2023, they take it serious. And today, they have stepped up their kidnapping. What they do today is they come into Biafra land, they kidnap young men, they take them away to the north, they disappear them, and you never see them again. Even as you're watching us in this broadcast, it is still going on. But let me tell you, as many as they have come to kidnap today, they are not going to get home safely. Anybody that come from anywhere to come to Biafra land to take an innocent life, you can never ever return alive. Mazen Nandekano said that prayer, and every Biafran said amen. Chukwu Okikabema signed it. And today, we didn't just say amen to that prayer and fold our hand. That is why we have fully activated self-defense. An eye for an eye. You cannot step into Biafra land and take a life and you go free. It will not happen. Let me tell you, it doesn't matter your tribe. We don't want to know your tribe. We don't want to know your religion. We don't want to know the country you are coming from. We don't want to know who sent you. As long as you come into Biafra land to take the life of innocent Biafrans, you will never, ever return alive. And when we say it, we are not joking about it. As they have stepped up their kidnap, we are stepping up our own game. But I thank Chukwu Okikabema for the wisdom that he has given us. That is why I love our brother Master Simon Ekpa so much. I love him so much, and I believe him 101%. If every one of you can remember, Mazen Nandekan warned us about sharing videos. He warned us about sharing videos of what is transpiring between the ESN and when they are in action. That is why you should not expect any propaganda video. We are not making any propaganda. And if you are expecting any video, you will not see it. The enemy themselves will confess. That instrument of oppression, when the time comes, they are going to confess. Every time you hear them, you hear Hope Uzodinma going to borrow soldiers. He will go to Abuja, they give him soldiers. Every time you hear them send soldiers, don't you ask them, the ones you sent before, where are they? When did they return? Where are they? If you come to Biafra land to take life, Mazen Nandekano said it in his prayer, and we say amen to that. Chukwu Okikabema said amen to that. If you come to Biafra land to take an innocent life, you will never have a home to return to. It doesn't matter your tribe. If you like, be from the same village with Mazen Nandekano, and you join them, you are in a service, you join them to come and take life. The best thing you can do, anytime they give you any mission, those of you who have friends and sisters and brothers in the military and in the police, if they send you to Biafra land for those your illegal mission, the best thing you can do is to take off your uniform, run away for your life. If you go, you want to prove a brave man, you can never return. I assure you. Because the gods of the land will be against you. The gods of the land will be against you. Chukwu Okikabema will be against you. The prayers of the Biafran people will be against you. You will never return alive. If you know you can be able to be inside with your uniform and sabotage their movement, no problem. Do that. If you are brave enough to do that, continue to do that. That's what you can do. Because we have to fight them on different fronts. Any place you are, start fighting from there. But if you know you are not brave enough to sabotage from inside, take off your uniform and take a walk. If they force you to come to Biafra land to take life, I assure you, you are going to pay. You are going to pay. This is what is going on in Biafra land today. And for my fellow Biafrans, brothers and sisters who are in Biafra land, we will continue to remember them in prayers. While we are praying, your eyes must be open. You must be sensitive to the environment. If you see something, say something. When you hear sit at home, for your own sake, sit at home. When you don't have anything to do outside, this is not the time for you to move at late hour, for you to be going to join to go and drink, for you to go and be throwing money around, for you to go and begin to take chieftaincy title. This is not the time. This is not the time to answer Ochirora, Onwane Tirora. It is no longer that. The only Onwane Tirora we have in Biafra today is Chukwu Okikabema. The only Ochirora we have today that we have to exalt is Chukwu Kabiama. If you decide to move away from that and do other things, you will fail your own life.
My brother Chooks, I'm sorry for interrupting. I want you to answer this Benson Chukwuebuka. Chukwuebuka said the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing things. Mr. Chukwuebuka, please, as you are writing in the comment section, can you tell us the things we'll start doing apart from talking, like you said? Can you write an example of the things? I saw somebody wrote in the comment section that we need war. You need war. Which weapon are you going to fight the war with? So, what do you have to tell Mr. Benson Chukwuebuka?
Thank you very much, my sister, for you to pay attention to those kind of informations and get them out. You see, that Chukwuebuka, I wish he can be able to go. What we are doing here now is exactly what he's just on the background typing. If he can be bold enough, him that seems he's speaking as if he has a plan. If he have plan, Biafrans are watching. Thousands of Biafrans are watching this platform. They are watching this platform. Come out. Come out. If you cannot come out, there's the phone there. Call and tell us what do we do. And the person that is talking of war, that what we need the war, how much have you contributed to the ESN? How much have you contributed? All this while we have been hearing contribution for ESN, you are hearing for fundraising for ESN. How much have you contributed? Do you fight war with your empty mouth? Do you fight war with ordinary mouth? You say I want to fight war, just like those ones who are preaching nonsense. Those ones who ate the Adam apple. When they were talking, they say, nah, the time now is for revolution. We go for revolution. Revolution, but tell him to go and tell him to activate it. He doesn't know how to activate it. Everything have a step. Even if you want to go to a war, it takes steps. It's step by step. You got to prepare people. You have to. This one we are doing now is another major part in war. Sensitization is the major part in war to prepare the mind of the people. If you prepare the mind of your people, when you go to war, you see them, they will follow you. They will fight to the last man standing. That is when you see volunteer force. It is because sensitization will make you to get volunteer force. If you do not sensitize people and you go to war, you are going to fight it alone. You will fight it alone. At the end of the day, you hear, this is Mr. Obi took us to war. We are on our own. Oh. He just went there and find trouble. He bring the trouble. Only you will fight him. You fight the trouble. You face it. Oh. You don't just wake up and talk about war. That is why Mazen Nandekano started from the grassroots. Sensitization. And that is the most critical aspect of everything. You must sensitize your people. Let them know what they're going into. Prepare their mind, so that when you get into it, everybody will key in. You will see people volunteer. You see people, they will put their life on the line. This thing you see us talking is the major part of the war. When you're talking about, is the major part of it. If you don't do it and you get into anything called war, you are finished, dead on arrival. All you will hear, this man going to told us we'll go and fight. But when you own it, when you make that sensation, people will own it. They will own it as their war. They will own it as their own responsibility. That is why you have, when they tell you that volunteer force, no army can defeat the volunteer force. No army can defeat the volunteer force. It is because of what they have in their mind. These are people who, after they have been sensitized and told what to do, there is no message you preach to them to move ahead. You know what they are fighting for. Thank you, my brother Maxwell. I saw your hand. Please.
Okay, sorry. Before you continue, we'll have a caller from WhatsApp. You are welcome to the program. Please, my brother, can you speak to Biafrans?
Okay, my sister,
Mama, by the grace of God.
Nigeria.
Go on, Ajim.
I'm Biafra. My sister, I am the cool. Na-afụ maka ka ndị mmadụ na-ekwu maka Peter Obi mebi na ọ ga-enwe nsogbu ụmụ ihe ọbụla gbasara Biafra na Peter Obi ga-enwe nsogbu maka enwere ihe gbasara Biafra gbasara Peter Obi na n'ife m na-ekwu
na-ekwu ana na ị na-ekwu
onye gbasara Nigeria gbasara Peter Obi na onwe ya nwere problem. Always a good man, always a mmadụ ka ọwụ.
My brother, because my topic I didn't make discuss about Peter Obi. Yeah, the way forward. I na achieve with the Biafra na next year. But Peter Obi ka bịara ikwu. Please, I quit for topic. I na-ekwu. Who Peter Obi ka na-ekwu ebe?
I'm not always over.
So can you nwere ike ikwu?
Topic na-ekwu because of ihe gbasara nmafu ka na-ekwu because of people na-ekwu na Peter Obi na maybe na ọ ga-emebiri election na ọ ga-eme nka. So mụ ama m na topic na-ekwu na because of Peter Obi. Topic na-ekwu na because of ndị Biafra. Onye ọbụla mara ka ọ na-eme eme uche m ode ya. But ihe m na-ekwudobe ewuliwe ọwụ na Biafra na-abịa enweghị gbasara na Peter Obi ma Biafra bịara ma na na-ekwu
ọ bụ na mmadụ n'ife na-ekwu mma agwa gị na adị ma n'ife na-ekwu.
So my sister, so ihe m chọrọ ijidebe gị ihe gbasara maka election a na-eme na Nigeria. Ndị Igbo ya hụ na ndị Igbo ga-emenwu ịkwụsịwu ihe gbasara a Nigeria election for next year 2023. Ya hụ na ndị Igbo ga-akwụsị ihe gbasara election onye ọbụla nọ n'onwe ya. Adịm sure na Biafra ga-abịa.
My brother, maka njọ gị iwu onye ebe?
I'm onye Imo State.
Iwu onye Igbo?
I'm onye Igbo.
Ele ihe ewu ndị Igbo, ị ga-asa anyị gị na-asị ndị Igbo, kwuo anyị ikwule ndị Igbo. Ka iso na ndị Igbo iso na ndị eriri eri. Aha, kwuo anyị ikwule ndị Igbo. Aha, kwuo anyị ị na-ekwu ndị Igbo ya rịka ị na-refer to ndị ọzọ. Na-ekwu na ị na-ekwu.
Ndị Igbo anyị ndị ga-enọ n'obodo a na Libya ebe a. No, na wa bi na ihe pụta ka ndị Igbo pụta ka ime protest ha na-disturb ya. Ha na-disturb anyị onye eme anyị nwa na-eme protest na ala Libya ya.
Always okwu and always okwu ka ị na-ekwu and onye ọbụla no.
Gbasara ihe otu esi eme ka maka Biafra. Adị m so happy. Eziokwu obi ahụ juru m obi. Ya hụ na mụ mụta na ya hụ na ihe m ga-emenwu aka m ga-enyenwu ka dị Biafra bịa m ga-emenwu ya. Adị m so happy because enweghị ihe dị ka because enwe
na akwa na ahụ naanị African District network ya agwụla nwere ke credit ọcha. So okay, my brother, go on.
Emma, I'm the guy that the Biafran that asked that question. I just want to address him from my own perspective and where I stand. Look, it is not easy to fight a war right now. The reason why our great lion, late Dim Ojukwu, lost that war was because of inadequate sensitization, unpreparedness by the Biafran themselves. It was a sudden, hoping that most of the people around us that time would support, hoping that the man that was jailed in Calabar, when his get out, would do what is expected of him to do. He banked on those people. He banked on so many people. So, and we entered into that war, which resulted into what we got today. This is the mistake I don't want anybody to do. I was a member of the Nigerian army. Forget about whatever they are doing against the Boko Haram and the terrorists. These two people or three people, the terrorists, all of them, you see in the northern part of Nigeria is reading or playing their script. That is why you see them romanticizing them on daily basis. That is why they cannot bomb them, even when they were proscribed. I mean, the third, deadliest, terrorist organization in the world. That is the armed Fulani herdsmen. That is why they cannot, because it is what they call Namu Namu. They are protecting their own. They call them Namu Namu. They are protecting their own. They are charting the course of these people. So that is why they don't. Once it is in the southeast, they will unleash their military might on us. We don't have the capacity to engage them. The only thing that we have to do is to engage them with the truth. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started it, and I would like to address that guy in this manner. When you want to fight a war, get hold of information, get hold of platforms in which that you can, send out informations and receive informations. Once you block in that particular area, you are gone. Foodstuffs. And before you now talk of manpower strength of those that are going to fight, you can use information, news, everything to win a war. In most cases, you can use them. They play a vital role in fighting any war. Information. Let the outside world hear you, and let you hear the outside world. Biafra fell. Supposing Biafra was not blocked, from information from outside the world, they could have known that US was planning to send food. Supposing they held them, let's say 2 months or 3 months, you could have seen food coming to Biafra land. And once you feed a people, they will have the power to begin to unleash their ingenuity and production of things that they can use to, prosecute their war. You saw it happen in the early stages of the war. Biafrans were converting private airlines, commercial airlines into bombing machines. That was the time when you hear of Ogbunigwe. Ogbunigwe is another name for weapon of mass destruction, WMDs. These were weapons that they produced. Biafrans themselves were refining their own oil themselves. Even jet fuel they were refining that were used to power their aircraft then, that time. So there are so many things. You have to be adequately prepared for a war. If you go in now, we will be doomed, including me, from where I stand. Let's get the environment. Let's wet the ground. When the people begin to volunteer by themselves, you see that you are going to win that war, in a very short time. And we want to make a situation. We want to create a history. Biafrans of this time under Mazen Nnamdi Kanu want to rewrite the failure of the first Biafran war. I don't expect us to fight war to get Biafra because we lost a lot of people. But if it is inevitable, if it is necessary, we, like I always say here, we will come for it. And I will come to defend my mother's ancestral land. No Jupiter will stop me from doing that. What are you going to do, the questionnaire? What have you in stock for us right now? Do you know that to purchase a single AK-47, you are going to spend not less than $3,000, $4,000, $5,000? Do you know that? Do you know that you are going to spend up to $2,000 or $3,000 for one piece? How much do we have to get? A maximum of about 2 to 3, 4, 5, 10,000 of them. Calculate them. Do we have the money? The answer is no. Instead of people, the rich people that are in Biafra land to support, they will not. Rather, they prefer to pay ransom when they are captured by the Fulani, by the armed Fulani bandits. They prefer to pay huge amount of money to support a criminal government that is killing their own person in the form, their own people, in the form of COVID-19 relief. After the COVID-19 relief, how many people have you not been attending the ESN fundraising, how many of them have you seen coming there to donate money? How many? And I would like to ask him, how many times have you donated? Have you paid any donation into the ESN account? These ones, you have to start from somewhere. If you cannot start from somewhere, how will you now go and confront a bigger force that is greater than us? The monopoly of arms, the monopoly of everything is within their hand. How can you do it? You cannot do it unless we soften the ground with information, create the environment, radicalize our people to believe the truth and what they see on the ground. Then you will see there is no weapon that is better or potent than that. That is what I will tell you, my brother. So be rest assured that we are not going to go into war now that is going to consume us more. We need to be prepared for it, both in mind, physically, and spiritually. We will get there. But it is not something that you will just force us now to go into. No, we don't do that. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, my beloved brothers. Thank you, my great people of Biafra. If you have been watching this video, this program, you haven't shared, like, please, because some people are asking, what can I do? What can I do? If you are not able to broadcast the way we are doing, you can also share this video, follow the platform, and recommend it. I think we have spent 2 hours. I am really exhausted, and I thank my moderators, my speakers, in the person of Mr. Ben Maxwell and the Chuk Survivor. I have a lot of topics that I wanted us to discuss today. I have not even touched. It's only 2 that I derive from there, but I will shift it to next week. Next week, Saturday by 2 p.m. we will always, and also on Monday, any outcome in Mazina the Kano's court, according to them, their Supreme Court, let us hear what the Almighty Supreme Court will say. I will also come here to pass the information. Thank you. I want to appreciate everybody. My sister Ada Zion, I believe that name is Ada. Ada is a female name. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody that left what they are supposed to do within this period to join this program, especially my 2 brothers here. May God Almighty bless you. And also, I saw a comment, but I saw it late. Our brother Okenwa, who have been missing since he commented in the comment section, he said his job or his work wouldn't allow him to join the program. My brother Okenwa, we see you. Thank God that you came out to tell us that you are okay, because I was worried. And my brother Erasmus, I know that you are busy today. Maybe that is why you didn't join us. And I want to say thank you to everybody that have participated in one way. If you are watching this program, you have participated. If you commented, you participated. Even those that called, you participated. And I also want to appreciate Mazi Simon Ekpa and all the faithful agitators who are pushing hard for us to actualize our freedom. And also those who are still clamoring for one Nigeria. I also pray for you that one Nigeria will happen to you, so that your eyes will be open and you will return home. When one Nigeria haven't happened to you, you won't understand until it happens to you. And my prayer for you is that let it happen to you, so that you will come back to your senses, because the adage said, experience is the great teacher. Let experience happen to you. So, my brothers, I don't know if you have anything to say within 1 minute to address Biafra before we call it a day.
Yes, my sister. Thank you so much. Thank you also, Brother Chooks. Thank you, my brothers and sisters all over the world that are watching. You people have done a great job. Those in the comment section, may God bless you for taking out your time to join us. Your own will never lose. You will get everything in 100-fold. In Jesus' name. Amen. I would like to tell our people that the journey that God has given Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the power to embark on, which is leading all of us, is not an easy one. And when you look at it, we are not just fighting the caliphate-controlled government of Nigeria. We are fighting the interest group within that country, and they are the most dangerous ones. We are fighting international community, various countries that have vested interests in that, Nigeria. So these are the people we are fighting. It is not an easy job, but I believe that the more we speak out the truth, like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu used to say before he was abducted, we will create a wave, of making people to listen to what we are saying. This issue of Biafra is no longer a household matter as we speak right now. It has gone out there and the world is speaking about it. Even those that called us miscreant, Biafrans, internet countries, Facebook online countries, today they are now talking in a different manner because they have seen what they never expected, and more potent ones are going to come in the future. My issue with you now is this: if you don't have the power to contribute financially, sit at home. That is the only thing that you are going to do for us. If you don't have anything to do, sit at home. For those of you that are in Biafra land, sit at home. Just obey that order. Obey, pay that price, that one-day price. It would not make you a poor man. It will not make you a poor woman. Rather, you are signing, putting your signature on, on paper that you are against the atrocities and the injustices that is going on your people, on your land. You are trying to stop the invasion of your ancestral land. That is what you are doing. You don't need anybody to come and tell you to do it. It is your responsibility, and that is what we have to do. We will support in any way. There are several of us like me that are outside here that are listening, that are watching as well. We will support, whether in cash or in kind, when the need arises. We will do what we can. But for you, whose the fruit tree is in his father's land, in his father's compound, do not allow outsiders to come and pick it. Pick it first before outsiders will come. I bless all of you, and I say, may God protect, may God continue to guide you, especially those in Biafra land that are facing the ordeal and the maltreatment of the caliphate-controlled government. Be careful. Guide yourself. If you have no place important to go, please stay at home. Do not give them the reason to attack you or to kidnap you like they normally do. Always pray and do the right thing, and God will continue to save us. We need all of us to see that new Biafra. That new Biafra God has promised us. Thank you.
And I hope to see you on Monday and next week Friday, because after the court pronouncement or rulings, we are also going to come here to analyze it. But I'm going to stream live from YouTube. I'm not going to use this platform. So thank you so much. May God bless you, my brother. Mr. Duke Survivor, please. Mr. Duke Survivor, please. Boya keke. Animal visitor now. We cannot hear you. Unmute yourself.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody who have been patient. And I want to thank specially one of our brother on the comment section, brother Emmanuel Ayomide. This is a brother from Oduduwa land. He has been with us here and he's making his contributions. We are fighting the same thing, pursuing the same cause as we are fighting the same way our Oduduwa brothers are fighting. And one of our brother from Oduduwa land is here, Emmanuel Ayomide. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide you, protect you, and secure you. We are fighting for the same thing. We are brothers, and we have a lot in common. And I tell you that Biafra is coming. As Biafra is coming, the same way Ududua is coming, and we all are going to get our freedom, and we will celebrate freedom together. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect everybody that's watching. Please, if you are in Biafra land, we are in a very sensitive time. Pay attention to the environment. If you see something, say something. Do not go out when you don't need to go out. We are marching into Biafra land. We have 135 days to go. 135 days to go for us to march into Biafra land. Key in. Don't try to figure out how it's going to happen. Don't try to cage Chukwu Okike Abiama, to belittle Chukwu Okike Abiama. Allow Chukwu Okike Abiama to expand the bound and do it the way he wants to do it. Mazin Nandekano said, the coming of Biafra will be like a miracle. That is why you should not figure out what is going to happen in 135 days that is remaining. All you have to do is to key in. We are going home. You are going to sleep in Nigeria and you wake up in Biafra land. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect us. Thank you so much, and see you next Saturday by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama. And Monday, I'll be here. And I'll be having my program.
Yes, you have already said what I wanted to say. This is the name of his platform, Chuk Survivor. He does live every day. No, he's a man. He's a man. He have that energy to be talking. Sitting down one place for 2 hours is not mama yo. But he does this every day, bringing you updates. So by, I don't know what exactly, at what time are you going live?
5 p.m.
Okay, by 5 p.m. please, if you have time. It's not even if you have time. That is the continuation of this program. You go there and watch. Thank you so much, my brother, and everybody that is watching. Please, the WhatsApp number I always place here is purposely for this program. Some people send me link, YouTube link. If you are sending it, it's not for me. I will block you. I created this WhatsApp job for this program so that people who doesn't want to appear live like this can call in. Except if you have important video that you want me to broadcast, even the one made by yourself, or maybe in trading videos, you can send it. But sharing me YouTube link, unnecessary message, writing me, I don't reply. I don't go there, or I don't use that phone until Saturdays when I do my program, or any other day. Please, may God Almighty bless you all. I will see you again on Monday and Saturday next week. Remain blessed.